about the project called Maps Online. It's a project we received from the Ministry of Culture of Czech Republic for the next 4 years, and it started in this March, so it's 3 months running, and I'm going to tell you something about the ideas which are behind this project and show you some prototypes which I made up. It's not yet ready because we have really 4 years for doing the work. As I said, we are working with open source tools. We are not interested in commercial products, but we are using open standards like GP2000, GeoTip or another, so you can quite easily exchange your data between a commercial sphere and open source sphere. We would like to improve the process of publishing of the maps. Therefore, we are concentrating on 4 points. First is publishing. I was speaking about it, and you can find another presentation. I was here last, or on this workshop last year. It was also about publishing. So the first point is publishing. How to publish? As easy as possible for small institutions and also big institutions. The second step is how to georeference without the need of commercial software. We are also from georeference. We are generating geometadata for inclusion back to the librarian system. The georeference is done by control points. We have seen today some presentation how somebody did exactly this. So you place coordinate on a map and on your scan, and you do this at least for 4 points and more, and then the computer just counts you the best fit for those points. The last step is search this ranking. As soon as we will have this high quality geometadata, we can create a search which will rank the maps. I will speak about it later. So this is a tool which we use. We have a collection of 12,000 maps in the library, and we wanted to put into it geometadata. How we did it? We created a tool. This is a prototype of the new version, which is in English, where you can type the name of the town. It zooms you on the map, and you can place bounding box. So here, I think everybody knows what is minimal and maximal for longitude and longitude, which is covered by the map. This bounding box can be modified, so you can zoom and change the region. This georeference, it's not a georeference, it's geotagging. It's just for purpose of search. You shouldn't use it for overlapping maps or some analyze or whatever, because it's just first approximation of the georeference, but for search purposes it's excellent and it goes quite fast. We also allowed to enter prime meridian and coordinates which are depicted on the corners on the frame of the map, and we are going to support also, if you know the georeference, it means that you have the exact specification of projection of the map. You can insert points and it will generate you, as you see, direct metadata which you simply copy and paste into your library system together with the link to the digital published map. Let's continue. If I return to the publishing, the main problem here, everybody would like to overlay maps on between each other and on top of available satellites, pictures, and it simply gives me much more information that the map is georeference and not just shown on the map as a picture. But for that, traditionally we need to know georeference before the publishing. What we are trying to do is allow georeference which you can improve in time on top of already published maps. So in fact, we publish a picture, and then you can use our web client for georeferencing. This is the structure we are proposing for ground. This is your server, your institution, which just published the map as a Zoomify, using an image server, which I will mention. And people can directly access the map, the visual way on the website, but it's just one map. a picture, nothing more than a picture. Your librarian can create a georeference. Back to how to publish. I have one tip, because we have first success in the grant. We created a batch, we extended a freely available image server IAP image, developed in laboratories of Uber. So they are publishing images with this. It's also support correct color correction, ICC profiles, and now we develop an extension, or we supported development. It was in fact done by the maintainer of that project, and now this IAP image can generate 3 files, so it fits into our infrastructure. You either publish your map as a tiles by Zoomify, or you install the IAP image, the image server, and then the client is still the same. You can simply, in one step, you can replace your static files because it's not good anymore for you. Replace it with the image server. Who knows what image server does? Okay. But so far it makes sense what I'm telling here. Or it's too technical? It's okay. Okay. The image server can do the same like map server, so you can query it for a window on a future map. You have your map as it was digitized by one of those devices, one of those scanners, and it's a huge. You can't put it on the website as it is because everybody will have to wait for ages until the map show up, and therefore you need some program on the server. It just get a small picture from this huge picture. So you can zoom, you can have a preview on the top of the pyramid, you can zoom somewhere to the river or whatever is depicted there, and it returns you the small picture, which you just query by coordinates. This time coordinates of the scanner, not the map coordinates. That's the difference between image server and map server. So, this is a map server which does exactly this. It's freely available, you can install it on the Windows and also on the Unix. You have your TIFF images on your server, and it generates very fast. This is in fact, those files are generated from the image server. It looks the same as I said before. So those files comes from a huge TIFF in our server processed. So there is a huge TIFF stored somewhere. There is an image server, and then we have a browser for displaying it. You have seen the 2 clients. That one is the original client written only in. You don't need Flash. Who knows what is it? And the first one is the Zoomify. So it's a way how to publish your maps without regenerating to the tiles on the website. But it's still compatible. So, as soon as you have this kind of presentation, which is really easy, it's just you download a small program and process it, it produces a directory, you copy it to the server, and your map is online presented like that. You can find it on the slash publish on our website. The second step, which we are proposing for the project, and this is the main part, is how to make the georeference of such a map. It's called registration of the images, so you are creating the control points, and I was speaking about it a bit, so you can improve the georeference. You publish your map, and there is no georeference, there are no ground control points, and somebody else came and just add 4 points, and therefore your map appear as a real map. It's not a picture anymore, it's a map. You can later on add more points. You can get the information about the projection of the map. So you add the projection, and those points are projected, and you can make the correction on the way. And still the map, the georeference of the map is improving in the time as soon as you know more about that map. Because the problem is that we have 12,000 of maps, and I guess national libraries have hundreds of thousands, and they simply don't have time to make georeference. But some of the maps are interesting enough to place them on top of another map or doing whatever is there. And this tool allows you to do that. It generates the plot file, again, the coordinates for GIS software. It also generates 3D metadata for Angular. So your map You publish your map on your server, and we create just the metadata. And Google Earth is using our metadata to access your tiles. So in case it's still your map, it's not our maps, we don't mirror it. We just say Google Earth, hey, here is the map, and it has these coordinates. So you can look at it, but as soon as your survey is done, as soon as you turn off the computer on which the map is in your institution, the map is simply not available. So it's your map, we are not stealing it. We are just creating some small textual pieces for information. Another advantage is that if you create these small pieces, Google Earth, or generally Google, can access the geographic metadata to crawl them, same way like they are crawling, they are getting the websites and making a search engine on the website. They are developing a search engine for maps. So you can go to the Google Maps or Google Earth, type there, or zoom to some area, type there, I don't know, 1875, and in case this text, 1875, is in our database, and we had the georeference, so somebody create those 5 points or 3 points, the map will appear. The link to the map will appear in Google Earth and Google Maps. That's what we are going to do. Let's move faster. This is how it looks like, because I'm speaking and about the you just zoom on the left side. There is your map published by Zoomify or published by image server or WMS server without projection. On the right side there is Google Maps or Yahoo Maps or whatever is available. You can also place their WMS server from your government, because usually countries has their own projection which fits to the country. Like we have SJPSK, Greece have Greek National Grid, or its name, I don't know. And American has Net 2783, or pardon. And so you can use the projection which is native for the old map, for the scannable maps. Here you see how you can replace it with Google Streets or Microsoft Maps or Yahoo Maps. The same way you will be able to put their WMS server of your government. Right now, here, the coordinates appear. It's a prototype. We have another utility, which by these coordinates generate the best fitting affine transformation, which means the best fitting GIS placing in the Earth, which you can do. As you are adding more points, the georeference is improving. What you can also do is to warp the raster, but let's figure out it later. This is a bounding box which we are able, or which we would like to prepare the best bounding box what you can have. So, because old maps have frames, old maps has reduced pictures in the frames, and sometimes there are 2 maps in one paper. So we need a tool which is similar to this one, to My Maps, or this is an open source project, or overlays on which we depend, and to which we will submit some patches we will improve it. So you can define online on top of Zoomify maps the region which is interested, which is the map itself, which is not the frame. And you can use that together with the georeference to create the best bounding box, or to create the best context how. So the best simply area for the map. The third point which we are hopefully going to create is the rectification. So far we didn't touch your raster. Your map is on your server, and we are just generating metadata, the best possible metadata which fits to the GIS software, but it's still just metadata. If you would like to fit the map, you have to touch the rasters. You have to simply fetch it, stretch it, and warp it, create a different version as you see. For this, we are going to give you application. In fact, it's quite popular. There is an open source software called GLR, which can do this. As soon as you have this database of points, you can just run command line and it parks unlimited size of the picture to another projection, with those ground control points. This is a functionality which is usually implemented in GIS and pay a lot for it. You have it for free. The first what we will do is just give you the command line which you will use on your maps, and your map will work. Later on, we will create automation of the working. So you will have something on your server, which in case that somebody has the ground control points on this online tool, we will, your server, in fact, will guard the map and make it available as WMS. I hope we will make some nice Windows installer so everybody is able to use this kind of software. The final, what we would like to do, as soon as we have this high quality geometry data, so we know a lot about the maps, what areas covered, what scale is used, where is the raster, and what is the best rounding box, what is the convex tool, what everything. We can create better search engines that are available right now, because most of the search engines doesn't use scale. That's a little mistake because it's important in the map. And then we would like to create the search engine of the maps which we will have in our collection. Those maps for which you generate ground control points will come automatically into this search engine. This search engine is proposed to allow you to select an area, select one time range, and combine it with the grid search, and click, and you should receive the maps. But not the maps which has bounding box here, but which has the most similar information as it is in the window. Thank you for your attention. Our project website is on www.online.org, and it will continuously appear, it's written in English, and it will continuously appear there the project and our successes in the ground. In case we can see also under our hands, so you can try the prototypes on which we are working, or you can also join our development, which would be cool in case you have some time and knowledge in IT, or you pay somebody who has time and knowledge. It would be cool in case he joins us, because the tools are going to publish open source, and I hope that there will be plenty of people who will use it. So we are open to cooperation, simply like that.